Here's another video on the evil that has manifested in these cars. Now, this is a problem from the GTI to the Sirocco to the wretched EOS. Okay. This car has gearbox leaks. It leaks from the back cover of this vacuum pump here, and possibly from, anyway, regardless of that, starter motor jamming, all those problems. But the worst problem of all is when you can't get these top airboxes out. I'm very limited on time. The purpose of this video is to show you the locations of these rubbers. So if the car has been a few years without service, it doesn't matter on the case. It can have no case on it. Okay. It's regardless of kilometers, or it's just age and time. Okay, so these rubbers fit in there, and the location of these is what you need to know. What you do, you inject silicone. Okay, if you have to use a non-rubber friendly lubricant, so be it, because you're taking it off and it's sort of a desperate case. Okay, now there are cars where you can snap the inlet manifold, other models or other cars, I know that and I remember it, but this is not one of them. Here they are affixed to steel brackets and studs. The back two are there, and you can mentally make note now of those positions and then extend a hose and inject whatever you have to free them up. Okay, irrelevant to that, on this car all but one stayed there. So irrelevant to that, it's the worst part of it is where the stress is put onto the back of that. So they didn't come off here, they came off there. So it shows you how hard it is to actually do that. But these are the position of the front two. You can make a mental note, see, of the positioning of it. This one's right next to the petrol pump. And you inject what you need to and then lift up. Obviously disconnecting all that. Okay, the reach of the problems is literally unforgivable and unknown of these cars. This car has a severe running fault as well, which I've had on the other models. I've never fixed them. I've never really tried. There are cases where Audi could never fix the cars. In Australia we are. But this is doing it. So I make a joke in one video about a Golf with the leaves that I was saying when you start them they go whoa, 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 whoa. Well, that's it here. But it's running rich and stuff like that. You know, when you put it together with other cars like Jags, Alphas, other Volkswagens and stuff, the mechanics can only have so much time. So if you're doing stuff yourself, it's good to start with the basic stuff. Okay, and this is as basic as it gets. As far as you go with that running problem, that is an issue where you need an independent mechanic. As when we hear the dealers can't fix it for 3 years and I haven't driven it, and when we hear that, and I mean Audi should know what they're doing. I mean, what hope have we got? You know, like, so across the board, your independent mechanic's the place to go. But you know, these are the things the dealers know about. Stuff like that, they need to tell their mechanics to lubricate these, and they don't. So with the running issues on these cars, that's pretty difficult. With this, if you have one of these cars, you're taking it for service and you care about your car and the mechanic, inject the stuff before you take it for service. Okay, because who's going to pay for it? Do we have to pay for these design mistakes when this thing breaks? So if you want to see that, I showed you the positioning in relation to the engine because it's more important, but obviously here is the positioning on this, which is really, I mean, it's less important because this is off the car. So you can stop that video. I'll stop the thing now on the engine. Okay. I'll stop it now and say goodbye, and you make a mental note of the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.